What truly happens after death? This is a question that is pondering in everyone's mind. Not having a clue, except for what we were told through religious beliefs, stories and videos. Of those who had near-death experience and came back to talk about it. Only recently in 2015, learned from a senior monk, that death is the end for the human body that our soul occupied, as we all have to die someday and there is no escape. But for the soul, that is we, in a different form transit into a new dimension, with a brand new beginning, of a sacred journey that never ends for us, as a soul. After watching this video, you will know the real truth about life after death and how you can stop your soul, that is you, but in a different form to reincarnate back, to this world into a brand new human body. And, you will never fear death, when the time comes. These are real and true facts, learned from this senior Buddhist monk in Thailand while as a translator for this monk since 2015. For foreign visitors, seeking help from this monk, to locate souls of their loved ones, who committed suicide to connect with their souls and to know why their loved ones committed this act. Or connect with souls of loved ones that passed away suddenly, without saying goodbye. And also with souls of those who died in unusual ways. This gifted monk, only known as Y, at the age of 7, was able to go into a deep trance and enter the soul dimension. Connect with souls in different dimensions and stages. And by the age of 9, was able to enter the paradise spirit dimension that every soul wants to enter permanently, and also into the higher spirit realm, that even well-known psychics and mediums were not able to enter. Now at the age of 88, after 81 years, still enters and locates souls for locals and foreign visitors to this temple, known as Doi Suthep, located in the northern part of Thailand. In a city known as Chiang Mai, and also nicknamed by the locals in Thailand as the Temple of Souls. The reason is because there are 9 monks, including this most senior monk, able to enter the soul dimension through a deep trance. But only this most senior monk is gifted to enter the paradise spirit dimension, known by many as the kingdom of heaven, and the higher power spirit realm. Through this monk, for the last 10 years, learned all about the soul and also about the spirits, in the higher spirit realm. Now you know, from where and whom I got to know, all about souls and spirits in the afterlife. Over the years, the monks had learned to communicate with souls. Since the soul does not speak, learned to recognize and understand meaning, when the soul bends the ball-shaped figure in various ways. But between the soul and spirits, they communicate through telepathy. The spirits are taller, and do have some human shape, but also cannot speak and have an advantage over the souls. Spirits communicate by vibrating, in variable speeds to form vocalic pitch sounds and echoes. That is why when spirit guides communicate with humans, are misunderstood when they hear eerie sounds. There are some gifted monks in this temple, handmade wooden instruments, that created the same type of vocalic pitch sounds, that the spirit creates to communicate back. When the monks played these instruments, were able to connect and communicate with spirits, in the realm while doing rituals and offering ceremonies for visitors. Let me explain in full details, what truly happens to our soul, after it leaves the human body. According to this senior monk, even when the heart stops beating, the soul will still remain in the human body. But after the brain ceases to function and shuts down permanently, only then, the soul leaves the lifeless body. But before leaving the physical body, and enter a completely new dimension to the soul. The soul will absorb all the energy, from the brain like a sponge, including the bad energy, that was from things the soul did, while in the human body. Such as raised temper, been abusive, violent, did crimes, raped, inflicted pain to others, robbed, cheated and did other nasty and cruel things, in the younger days. These things the human, did turns into bad energy. And memories from young till the last moment of death. Once completed, only the soul departs and enters the new dimension. That is also in our physical world, leaving behind the language spoken and religion, with the lifeless body. The reason why we are not able to see the soul leaving is because there is a shield blocking the living dimension and the soul dimension. The monk said, in this dimension the soul vibrates at a very high speed, that even the human eyes cannot see. The moment the soul enters this dimension, all physical pain stops instantly. Also the soul can see clearly, fully alert, active and feels emotions. But at the same time shocked, and confused when the soul suddenly finds itself, hovering over the lifeless body. And the first thing the soul learns, the monk said, is to hover by itself. The reason the soul becomes confused, is many of its functions while it was in the human body limited. As the soul has no human figure and looks like a ball of energy, also all the souls look alike. This illustration image closely described the appearance of a soul by the monk. In this ball-shaped image, the soul cannot speak, hear, smell or touch, but can feel emotions, and move around by hovering for a short distance. As there will be a pull of energy, to keep the soul closely with the lifeless human body, for 3 days from the day the soul entered this dimension. In these 3 days, watches the funeral, knows who attended and who cried, but since unable to speak, hear, smell or touch cannot communicate back. Those mediums and some psychics can feel the presence of the soul, like cold wind or chilled air passing through their body. If you had experienced this in a funeral, it is your loved one, saying goodbye to you for the last time. According to the monk, on the 4th day the pull towards the lifeless body stops. Then, the soul, just like when it was in the human body, can decide what it wants to do, and not forced to do anything by the spirits, in the higher realm. Some souls, that was still attached to the worldly belonging, and not able to let go, returns back to our physical world but, only as a soul. There were souls that also returned back to our world, to take revenge on the living beings. These souls, to live in our physical world, need to drain energy from their victims and from other humans. But since they vibrate and move at a very high speed invisible to our eyes, but at times can get a glimpse, right at the corner of our eyes, for less than a second. The longer these souls remain in our world, the stronger they get by gaining physical strength, to move small objects. And in the later stage, become a ghost. Haunting their victims, dwell in empty homes or in dark and quiet places. When someone enters, or occupies these homes, the ghost haunts them for intruding into their space. There are monks, in this temple had it many times and still trap these rogue souls and ghosts, that been causing harm to human victims. They trap these entities remotely, by doing a ritual and keep these entities in a special room, at the back of the temple. This is the picture, of the special room located at the back of the temple. Also, visitors to this temple, are not allowed to enter, or even let to view the room. In this room, are housed all the dark entities, ghost and rouge souls trapped by the monks. Many psychics and mediums that viewed this picture, told could feel strong dark energy present. These entities cannot escape, as the monks in this temple, do their prayers taking turns 24 hours every day, to stop the entities from leaving this room. Leave a comment, if you've been or are a victim attacked by ghost, entities or rouge souls, so others who do not believe, will know that these entities exist. This is a real image, of a soul that remained in our physical world, for a long time and had turned into a semi-spirit ghost, with some human form and physical strength. This picture was taken secretly, by a family member of the victim, with his camera phone. While the monks were remotely lowering this ghost figure, from a lady living in Germany and trapped it in a temple. Some of her family members, were present in this temple, witnessed the ritual. Those souls in the afterlife, that wish to enter the paradise spirit dimension, and to proceed further enters a holding dimension, that is halfway towards the spirit dimension. In this dimension, views all the images stored in the soul, extracted from the human brain. Before the brain shut down permanently. Images from the moment the infant was born, till in the human form took the last breath. This is not a judgment dimension, but an observation dimension. Then the soul compares, by itself, the good, bad, and the mistakes done, the entire lifespan. Then compare with images of its previous lives. And the soul free to decide, if it wants to reincarnate, with a new mission to make things right, if the soul had done many wrong things. Or enter a dark and gloomy spirit dimension permanently. This dimension is referred by many as hell. The monk said, it is not a punishment dimension, but a place for the soul to end its journey, if the soul wants to give up. But the monk said, the soul always chooses to reincarnate with a new mission. And told by the monk, that is why, the world population increasing. The monk said, in order for your soul, to have a smooth transition, enter the new dimension, then taught lessons by the spirits from the higher realm, to enter the paradise spirit dimension, or enter the higher spirit realm. And never reincarnate back. Your soul, while in the human body, the monk said, must learn to show love, kindness and be humble. These are the main tasks the soul has to do, while in the human figure. Also learn to wish, and greet others with a genuine smile, by saying hello or wish good morning, afternoon and evening, to make your presence known, to as many people as possible in a good and friendly way. These immediate changes will help your soul in the afterlife transit smoothly into the soul dimension. The monk said, to clear all the bad and wrong things, did by you knowing or unknowingly, throughout your entire life, while you were as the soul in the human body. That will be carried forward, by you as a soul, into the afterlife. And to clear all these wrongdoings, that turns into bad energy carried by your soul. The monk will write your full birth name and birth details. Convert into vocalic pitch sounds, by using the handmade instruments, and record an audio with pitch sounds, vibrations and echoic sounds, made by the instruments to connect and communicate, with spirits in the higher realm dimension. To help clear all the bad energy from you by listening daily to the audio, and as you listen can feel the bad energy being lifted off, from you. And it is never too late, for anyone at any age, for their soul, to enter into the paradise spirit dimension. In combination, by doing these changes in your life, and listening daily, at least once a day or night, to the 15-minute audio, helps your soul, to be freed from any bad energy, and in the afterlife rest assured, that your soul, will enter the paradise spirit dimension permanently. And never reincarnate back to this world. According to this monk, never choose to reincarnate back to this world, even when given a good mission. As day by day this world that we live in, is becoming a worse and harsh place to live, so by reincarnating, your soul will never complete the mission. By watching this video, your soul will remember this advice, when in the afterlife. Those that the monk wrote, and recorded the audio to listen. When they passed, the monk when connected with their soul, or spirit found their soul, in the stage of entering the paradise spirit dimension, also found them as spirits, with other family members, relatives and friends that also entered the paradise dimension or found them, as a spirit in the higher spirit dimension. Leave a comment, or ask any questions you need to know about the audio, and about the afterlife. I will answer all your questions, to the best knowledge gathered from the monks. Thank you for watching this video till the end. We hope this video was educational to you. To view more videos, all about souls, departed in various ways. Subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon button to be notified, when our next video, asked by many to know. The real truth about suicide souls.